Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Vieira gets a foot in here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Salah, there he goes, motoring forward. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Salah. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Oh, such a clever touch. Big header. Oh, crossbar. Now, oh, he's been caught napping.
Brazil definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And it's Vieira. Strokes it back. Aims beyond the defence. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. De Ketelaere. Pullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Now, what about a counter-attack? He won't be happy with that one. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. Played into the middle. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
De Ketelaere. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Hullet. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Brazil trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it.
He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni has given away a free kick. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. More and more pressure on the ball here. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And here's Mohamed Salah. Now, can they get him away? De Ketelaere. Ball played for Nesta. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Knocks it out wide. It's a searching pass. Now the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. De Ketelaere. Nedved. Milan finding their passes. Now it's Gullit. And it's Gullit. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Salah. Vieira. And this is Ronaldo, takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning, well played.
Kimmich. And it's Yaya Toure. De Ketelaere. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Out towards the flank. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Nesta gets it away. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos gets into some... He's got full! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Looking to play him in. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Nedved. And it's Kimmich. Schlotterbeck kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vieira tries to play it through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. De Ketelaere. Gullit. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, super ball! Chance! Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's well positioned here. De Ketelaere for Nesta. Thuram. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Ibrahimovic. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 7, camisa 11, camisa 9.
Can he get it through?
Fechando o campo para a entrada de...
Chance, surely!
Camisa
Zanetti
10,
gets it clear.
Camisa 19, camisa 13. Substituição em andamento.
There's a searching pass, and it's made its way. Bell! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Gattuso. Gattuso. Szoboszlai has got himself a free kick. He's had it taken off him. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rooney.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
And he whips it in.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a...
And the shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the finish!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Milan have reclaimed it. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Pele. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now.
Decent chance! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't all...
And the finish! He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Seedorf, that's a good ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Just eases him off the ball. It's a sharp pass. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? De Ketelaere, who does have an assist to his name. Gullit. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. For Yaya Toure. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Flashes it across. Gullit getting on for a third of the way through the game. Mohamed Salah. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Steaming on goalwards. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Greenwood has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Roberto Carlos. Tchouaméni. Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Tchouaméni has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Ibrahimovic. Shot at goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is Ronaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Brilliantly cut out. Kimmich gets it away. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Roberto Carlos! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Big moment! Massive goal! Ronaldo duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Goes for a shot! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pelé. And here's Yaya Toure. It's Pelé! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pelé actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That should get the job done. Has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Tries to play it through. Bruno Fernandes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Pull it. Crosses it in here. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Greenwood will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Delicate ball, and it needs to be... And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. Shoots! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 11, camisa 18, camisa 9.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is coming.
He's having a go! And the ball's come loose here.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Yaya Toure. Szoboszlai. Rooney, always looking for that half a chance. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's had a shot! It's there! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil are having a ball here. Kimmich. Mbappe. Now it's Szoboszlai. Bruno Fernandes. Now who's going to be first to this? He's in a good shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ter Stegen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Szoboszlai. Vieira shows great strength. Bruno Fernandes. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Bale. Knocks it out wide. Ball driven towards the far post. It's out for a goal kick. Gattuso. Milan looking to pass their way through. Ibrahimovic strokes it back. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. Vieira. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there goes the final whistle. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.